In this video we're going to cover multiplying out brackets. Another way of saying that is expanding brackets or evaluating the brackets. It all means the same thing. Essentially we want to get rid of the brackets, we want to multiply the bracket out and see what we've got left. Okay, so we're going to use the grid method for this. So quite easy. Here's a question here, 2 bracket x plus 4 close bracket. What do we get when we expand that all out or multiply it all out? Well, here's our grid. The 2 goes here and the bracket goes above. And we just multiply it out, just like normal multiplication. 2 multiplied by x is 2x. 2 multiplied by 4 is 8, a positive 8. So there's our final answer, 2x plus 8. Very easy. Try another one with negatives. Negative 3 bracket y squared minus 2. Again, set up the bracket, set up the grid. The minus 3 goes here. Inside the bracket goes on the top. And we just multiply it out. So negative 3 multiplied by y squared is negative 3y squared. Negative 3 multiplied by negative 2 is a positive 6. So our final answer is negative 3y squared plus 6. Probably too easy for National 5. We mostly saw it at National 4 level. What about a question like this? Let's go for 4w minus 3 minus, let's put a number in front of that, make it too easy, make it 3w plus 2, something like that. Well, do wee bits at a time. Okay, so I'm going to do this bit first, so let's see what we get when we do that. So we've got a 4 here, we've got a w, minus 3, so what that out, 4 times w, 4w, 4 multiplied by negative 3 is negative 12. So that wee bit is 4w minus 12. Just going to write that over here, 4w minus 12. Let's do this bit. Now that's negative 3 times all of this. So let's set up that grid. Negative 3 and the bracket is w plus 2. Multiply that out, that's a w, negative 3w minus 6. So that's what we've got here. So we've got a negative 3w and we've got minus 6. So subtract 6. Not quite finished. We've done all that, got that answer. We've done all of that, got this answer. Now we have to tidy it up. Remember, we can only tidy up things that are the same, but we've got a few things here that are the same. 4w minus another 3w leaves me a w. Always a good idea to box them so you don't forget about the operation. The operation here is to do what comes next. Okay, the operation here is to do what comes next. And the next bit is negative 12, so let's go for that, negative 12 minus another 6. Well, but minus 12 minus another 6 gives me minus 18. Now, National 4 question for about 3 marks. Okay, I'm not going to do any more of them because it's National 4, but really for that. Let's move on to double brackets. Now we'll use the grid method because the grid method works for quite a lot of things. And when we come to factorisation, you maybe have already done factorisation, I'm not sure, but if you've not, the grid method appears in factorisation as well. We do the opposite, but still the grid method, but we go the opposite way around. So let's try this one. X plus 1 multiplied by x plus 2. What's one answer for that? Never ever try and do it in your head. Chances are you'll get it wrong. So, grid method. Well, this grid is a wee bit bigger than what we had before. This is the first bracket, that's x plus 1, so x plus 1 goes down the side. And the second bracket goes along the top. And now we just do multiplication as we normally do and tidy it up at the end if it tidies up. And if you keep it in a nice order, it usually tidies up diagonal. They don't always tidy up, but the vast majority do. And if you got it in a nice order, it's usually diagonal the way it tidies. So let's go for it. X times x is x squared. X multiplied by 2 is a positive 2x. Positive 1 times x is just x. Positive 1 times a positive 2 is a positive 2. Hopefully you can see it tidies up diagonal. So our final answer, we've got an x squared. 2x plus an x is 3x. And we've got a 2 at the end. Now, people that try to do this in their head normally come up with x squared plus 2 and they miss a middle term. That's very common for people to make that type of mistake. So never ever try and do it in your head. Okay, next question. Let's put a few negatives in. Negative 3, y, negative 1. Set up the grid. Y minus 3 down the side, that's the first bracket. Second bracket along the top. And we just multiply it out again. So let's make y squared minus y minus 3y negative 3 multiplied by negative 1 is plus 3. Final answer, y squared, tidies up diagonal, that's a negative 4y plus 3. Hopefully you're getting the hang of it. Let's go for one that foxes a few people. W minus 4 all squared. Well, you've got to realise here that you in fact actually have two brackets and the two brackets are the same. Okay. So as long as you know that, you can't really go wrong. But quite a lot of people don't understand that, therefore they don't access this question. But that's the first bit you have to know, and then you just do the grid. This happens to be that the first bracket, W minus 4, is the same as the second bracket. So you've got one going down the side, you've got one going along the top. And you just multiply that out. W squared minus 4W minus another 4W and plus 16 at the end. Okay, that times that gives me 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 that. Tidies up diagonal. Final answer, W squared minus 8W plus 16. Now, when you've got a bracket squared here, it is very easy to do it in your head. I'll let you figure that out, but it's actually very, very easy. So if you look at that and you can see a wee connection, it's easy to actually work it out, but I'm not going to tell you it, you can see work it out. In the exam, always go down this road. It impresses the examiner. Okay, right, let's do a slightly harder double bracket. And let's look for something like this. EW plus 1, 2W minus 4. Something like that. So this time we've got coefficients in front of the W's. When you don't see the coefficient, when you've just got W itself, the coefficient's 1, but we never write 1. Okay, anything other than 1, we have to put the number in. They're called coefficients. Do a grid. 3W plus 1, 2W minus 4. Okay, and just multiply out your grid. 3 2s are 6, so a 6, w times w is w squared. 3w multiplied by minus 4 is minus 12w. 1 times 2w is 2w. 1 multiplied by minus 4 is minus 4, and then we just tidy it up. And that tidies up diagonal. And that's it. Do one more. 5p minus 4 squared. So multiplying that out, again you've got to remember that's two brackets. So we've got 5p minus 4, 5p minus 4. And we just multiply it out. So here's my grid. 5p minus 4, and another 5p minus 4. And we've got to multiply it all out. So multiplying it out, 5 5s are 25, p times p is p squared. 5p minus 4 is minus 20p. Minus 4 times 5p is minus 20p again. And negative 4 times negative 4 is plus 16. Take these up diagonal. So we'll get 25p squared minus 40p plus 16. Okay. Definitely National 5 level, so that come up quite a wee bit. The next video, there'll be two brackets again, but one of the brackets will have 3 terms in it. That is very, very common. That's the most common one. Comes up about 95% of the time at National 5, and we'll show you that in the next video. But to get practice at this, go to mastervision.com, National 5 level, and look under multiplying out brackets. Okay, thank you.